Where's Gwen? I asked. Nasa loob po siya, miss. Nililinisan lang po ang coffee mixer at ibang materials. Saka na rin po ang kusina para iwas contamination. Eden replied this time. But just like with May, she also showed me the same level of energy. Yung energy na pang umaga, ganun. Wala akong makikitang nagsisimangot. Wow, that's great. I was commended. Maya-maya pa'y tuluyan nang lumabas si Gwen. Sobrang pawisan pa niya kaya pinahiram ko na lamang itong dala kong extra shirt na sana'y iiwanan ko rito in case kakailanganin ko. It was then 8 o'clock when we finally switched the board located outside. I was also surprised when I got so busy this day compared to the previous days. Mabuti na lang talaga at magagaling itong mga kasama ko at magaling makisama. Lalo na noong pagpatak ng alas 9. Halos hindi na ako makaupo dahil sunod-sunod na nga ang mga bumibili. Karamihan sa kanila ay mga empleyado. Sang-ayon nga ako sa sinabi ni Lucas. Buong araw ay busy kami sa loob. Kaya noong uwian ay binigyan ko ng tip para naman makakain sila sa labas. Kaya pagkatapos naming isara ang shop, ay naiwan ako sa loob ng maliit na opisina. Ang laki nga ng kinita namin ngayong araw. Hindi ko rin inaasahan ito. Alas 6 na ng hapon ang sunduin ako ni Lucas. At iyon nga, kunento ko na naman sa kanya lahat na nangyari buong araw. He was amazed by how great our performance was. Of course, I was beyond happy after hearing his compliment. When we got home, the kids welcomed us with hugs and kisses. And as expected, they told us about everything that happened during their day in school. Sabi pa nga ni Matt ay may kaibigan na raw si Feli. And they were inviting the twins to come to their friend's house for a birthday celebration. We ate dinner together as usual. But this time, we were so loud in the dining area. Hindi ko naman mapagsabihan ng mga bata dahil mismo ako ay di maiwasang makisali sa usapan. I just enjoyed that kind of bonding with them. It was already 9:15 when we finally go out of the twins' bedroom. Ayun, matapos ng walang katapusan nilang kwentuhan ay nakatulog na rin sa wakas. Ngayon ay kakatapos ko lang maligo kaya lumabas na ako sa banyo habang nakatapis lamang ng tuwalya ang aking katawan. Mukhang tulog na rin naman itong si Lucas kaya dito na lang ako magpapatuyo ng buhok ko. But to my shock, I saw Lucas busy with his laptop. Bakit ba ang gwapo niya kapag nakasuot ng salamin? Mukhang hindi ako napansin nito, kaya diretso na lamang akong naglalakad patungo sa vanity. Umupo ako roon at kinuha ang blower ko para isaksak iyon. Doon ko lamang naramdaman ang titig ni Lucas galing sa aking likuran. Nakumpirma ko lang ito nang makita ko sa refleksyon sa salamin. Nakaharap ko ngayon. I smiled secretly. Hindi ko naman ito narinig na nagsalita. Kaya pinaandar ko ng hawak kong blower. I acted as if I did not notice him staring at me and just continued what I was doing. Later on, I was in the middle of drying my hair when I heard him calling my name. I looked at him and saw how he closed his laptop and stood up. He then walked towards me. Let me do that for you. Mukha kasing nangangalay ka na. He said and took the blower from my hand. Tsk, if I know, dumadamoves ka lang. He did not take his glasses off and just continued what he wanted to do with me. He turned on the blower and did what needed to be done. We were so silent for more than seconds until we both met each other's gaze on the mirror. I can't help but to gulp upon how my body reacted as I saw how handsome he was in his glasses on. Nagtambulan na naman ang dibdib ko. I faked a cough. Ako na lang, malapit na rin namang matuyo. Ipagpatuloy mo na lang yung ginagawa mo. Saad ko na lang nang maramdaman ko ng pagkailang sa atmosfera namin. No, ako na. You look tired. He insisted. Napanguso na lang ako at mas piniling manahimik na lang. Ilang saglit pa ay narinig kong paghagik-hik nito. Nang tingnan ko ito sa salamin ay doon ko lang nakumpirmang tinatawanan na nga niya ako. You look nice whenever you do that, hon. He said. I felt something rushing through my body and my heart began pounding hard. Tumigil na kaagad ako sa pagmuso at binawi na nga rito ang hawak niyang blower. Ako na nga. Saad ko pa at pinagpatuloy na. Narinig ko itong natawa sa gilid ko. Ilang saglit pa'y tuluyan na akong natapos. Ramdam ko pa rin ang presensya ni Lucas na nakaupo sa paanan ng kama at mukhang hinihintay pa ako. Oh, bakit mo pa ako hinihintay? Hindi ka pa ba inaantok? I asked as I opened the lotion. and put some of it on my palm. He just shook his head. Not yet, he answered. Hindi na lamang ako sumagot dito. At sinimulan ng pahira ng iba't ibang parte ng balat ko ng lotion. Inuna ko ang braso ko pagkatapos ay ang sa hita ko. Shit, I almost forgot that Lucas was still here. Nang pasikreto ko itong tiningnan sa likuran ko ay talaga namang nakatitig pa ito sa legs ko. What are you looking at? I asked. Dang it, obvious ba, Althea? Sa ganda ba naman ng legs mo sa tingin mo hindi didikit ang mga mata ng asawa mo dyan? If you wouldn't mind, hon, I can volunteer to be the one to put that cream on your skin. Just like what I always did back then, he said. Nanigas ako sa kinauupuan ko sa sinabi nito. I suddenly remember how he put those things on my skin. That we always resulted to... Lucas, napakamanyak mo talaga. Ako na, matulog ka na dyan. Magbibihis na muna ako. I said and quickly finished what I was doing. No, I am not yet ready. Naku nga naman itong utak ko. Ang dami na agad kabastos ang naiisip. Of course, I will not yet do that. Not now. Binalik ko na sa lagayan ng mga ginamit ko pagkatapos. At pinagpasyahan ng pumunta sa closet ko para kumuha ng damit na susuotin ko. Pero bago ko pa man tuluyang mabuksan ng closet ay bigla akong naramdaman ng kamay nitong pumulupot sa aking bewang. At sa pamamagitan niyon ay napaikot ako nito paharap sa kanya ng walang kahirap-hirap. He stared at me for seconds. With his eyeglass still on, I stared at his eyes. Hindi ko alam pero pakiramdam ko'y napako ako sa kinatatayuan ko. At nahihipnotismo ako sa klase ng titig nito. And without warning, he kissed me on my lips. I was dumbstruck for seconds until I finally felt his lips moving. And that made my eyes close as I followed every movement he did. Oh God, I can't deny the fact that I missed this. I was so destroyed by our kisses that I didn't notice that my both hands were already traveling to his nape. The other one was busy caressing his smooth hair. I miss you so much, wife, he whispered between our kisses. I missed you too, I replied. He planted a soundful kiss on my lips before he swiftly took his eyeglasses off and drew it on the bedside table near us. Maya-maya pa hinarap uli ako nito at sinunggaban ako ng isang mapusok na halik. Naramdaman kong marahang pagmasahin ito sa aking bewang at unti-unting paglakbay ng kanyang kamay patungo sa aking pisngi. Hindi ko na alintanang malapit ng matanggal na tuwalyang nakabalot sa aking katawan dahil sa serbisyong binibigay nito sa akin ngayon. Lucas, damn, I really missed him. Ilang saglit pa'y biglang lumakbay ang mga labi nito patungo sa aking pisngi, sa gilid ng aking tenga, pababa sa aking leeg, hanggang sa dumating ito sa aking balikat. Napaungol ako, bumalik ulit ito sa aking muka at tinitigan ako. I love you so much, hon, he said before claiming my lips again. I really felt his longing upon how he kissed me. And so I made him feel it too. After several minutes of sharing our kisses, tuluyan na kaming naubusan ng hininga, kaya ipinagdikit ni Lucas ang aming mga noo habang nakapikit. Pero makalipas ang ilang minuto ay inangkin ulit nito ang mga labi ko. His hands were turbulent, kaya ganoon na lamang ang pagkahulog ng tuwalya na nakatapis sa katawan ko. Pero hindi ko na yun pinansin dahil masyado na akong nalunod sa mga halik niya. My mind was already so drunk by his kisses. And I didn't realize that we were already on the bed. Nakahiga na ako habang nasa itaas naman ito. Wala na rin ang katangi-tanging tuwalya na tumakip sa katawan ko kanina. Kaya ngayon ay wala na akong saplos sa harap ni Lucas. And for that last time, he smacked on my lips before pulling himself away from me to take off his clothes. Hinihingal pa ako habang nakatitig sa kanyang mga matang nakatitig din sa akin. You look so nice as ever, hon. He grinned after throwing off his clothes, leaving his boxer. Afterwards, he leaned towards my chest and planted a soundful kiss on it. I can't help but moan in pleasure. Bumaba ang mga labi nito. Dahilan para mapaliyad ako. Lucas! God, why is he so good at making me crazy? Naglakbay na naman pababa ang mga labi nito. Pababa ng pababa, hanggang marating nito. He kissed me there before looking at me with his seductive stare. And before he could reach between my thighs, I immediately pulled myself up and held his face to kiss him. He responded. Hindi ko na alintana ang gaano na kami katagal na naghahalikan. Pero nang si Lucas nang tuluyan nagpatigil at pinahiga ako sa kamay parang mayroong biglang nabuhay sa kalooban ko. I love you, hon, He whispered again as he moved himself and positioned in front, putting both of my legs around his wrist. That made me feel him more. I bit my lip when he massaged my naked thigh. "Can I?" he asked. Bumagsak ito sa akin na hinihingal. I looked at his eyes and wrapped my arms on his neck. "Yes, please," I answered. And right after that, he hungrily kissed my lips. Ramdam ko sa kanyang mga galawang pagkasabik. Pero kahit ganoon ay marahan pa rin ang kanyang mga galaw. He kept on telling me how much he loves me, and that alone makes my heart flutter. My mind was so occupied by our kisses and his touches that I didn't notice how long we were doing it already. Later on, I saw him looking down. And with that, a moan immediately escaped from my mouth when I finally felt his inside me. He didn't move yet and let my walls adjust by how huge his stings was. I closed my eyes and I let out a sound coming out from my mouth. Oh my God, this is my first time after how many years to feel him again. And it was undeniably the best. Lucas! I shouted when it started moving slowly, thinking that it would hurt me, for it was our first after so long. "Oh damn, Althea," he moaned in reply, and continued moving in and out of me. I bit my lip in both pleasure and pain. I felt that I started pulling his hair. Afterwards, his lips traveled back to mine. We both danced in pleasure. After how long? Until we finally reached our peak of happiness. He stayed still for seconds, and so did I. I closed my eyes breathlessly. Nagkahalo na ang mga pawis naming parehong tumutulo sa tela ng kama kung saan kami ngayon. Maya't maya pa'y tuluyan ko nang naramdaman ng kabigatan nito sa aking katawan, na tila ba'y tuluyan na siyang naubusan ng lakas. "I love you so much, hon. I love you." He kissed me from the last time before finally lying beside me and hugged me. Kumilos ako paharap sa kanya at sumiksik lamang lalo sa kanya. "Sorry, pinagod ba kita?" I heard him ask softly. Natawa na lamang ako. "It's fine and I love you too," I replied. A while ago, he kept on telling me those 3 words, but I didn't get to reply to him. And so I will tell him right now, bago pa man ako tuluyang bawian ng lakas. I felt his hug become tighter and gently brushed his hands against my skin. "Ang smooth naman ng asawa ko. Sana talaga hinayaan mo ko maglagay ng lotion na yun eh," he said all of a sudden. Tila ba'y napawi ang pagod na kanina'y nararamdaman ko. Marahan ko tong hinampas sa dibdib. Baliw to. Saad ko pa. Natawa na lang din ito at dinampian ng matunog na halik ang buhok ko. "I'm telling you the truth." Napailing na lamang ako. "Pasalamat ka't pagod ako ngayon," I chuckled. My eyes were already closed, so I can no longer open them due to tiredness. Hindi ko na alam kung anong itsura ko gayong nakaharap pa ang mukha ko kay Lucas. Narinig ko nga itong humagikhik pero dahil na nga sa antok ay hindi ko na lamang ito pinansin. "Alright. Good night, hon. I love you." That was the last thing I heard from him before darkness eventually drowned my whole being. The next morning I woke up late. Lucas was not here beside me anymore. But what shook me the most was that I am already dressed. As far as I remember, I slept naked last night with him. Gosh, binihisan niya ba ako? Napairap ako sa aking isip. Duh, what do you think, Althea? Obvious ba? Binura ko na lamang ang isiping yon at nag-inat na lamang bago tuluyang bumaba na sa kama at lumabas ng kwarto. 6:30 na pala. Diyos ko, mahuhuli na naman ako nito sa shop. Nakakahiya na kina Eden, May at Gwen. Naman kasi itong si Lucas, pinagod ako. Pagdating ko sa salay na abutan ko silang tatlong nasa sala katulad ng inaasahan ko. Pareho silang nanonood ng TV habang kandong naman ni Lucas si Feli. "Good morning!" I greeted them to steal their attention. Hindi naman ako nabigo dahil sabay silang napalingon sa direksyon ko. Kasunod doon na yung pagtalon ng kambal galing sa upuan at nagsitakbuhan patungo sa akin para ikis ako. "Good morning, Me!" "Good morning, mga anak." "Good morning, Han. How was your sleep?" "Sorry, iniwan na kita roon. Nangungulit kasi tong kambal, baka magising ka pa nila eh. Napagod pa naman kita kagabi," he said. Nanlaki ang mga mata ko sa gulat at walang pasabing hinampas ko ito sa braso. "Aw, nakarami ka na," he joked. Hinirapan ko na lang ito. I was about to ask him about him putting my clothes on, pero mas pinili ko na lamang na manahimik. Saglit akong tumabi sa kanila at nanood ng telebisyon. Pagkatapos ay pumunta na rin akong kusina para maghanda ng almusal para sa mga bata. Good thing sumunod agad si Lucas para tulungan ako. Well, I can't deny the fact that I am still sore down there. The day goes by smoothly. Hinatid namin ang mga bata sa school bago niya ako diniretso sa coffee shop. Nagulat pa nga ako. But then he told me na ayaw niya daw malate ang kambal. So when I asked him why, ang gago. Sinabing matatagalan pa raw kami sa harutan. Mabilis na lumipas ang mga araw. Ngayon ay unang araw na pala ng Pebrero at saktong pagpatak ng 6:00. Kakalabas ko lang ng shop dahil binilang ko pa ang benta sa araw na ito. Nagulat pa nga ako nang paglabas ko ay walang kotse ni Lucas ang bumungad sa harap. Sobrang tahimik ng labas, kung kaya't paulit-ulit akong tumingin sa suot kong relos habang nag-aabang. San na ba yun? Saad ko sa sarili ko. At first akala ko hindi na nga ito darating, kaya magko-commute na lang sana ako. Pero makaraan ng ilang minuto ay nakita ko ng paparating nitong kotse at maya-maya pa'y pumarada sa harapan ko. Lumabas ka agad ito ng pinto para lapitan ako. Dinampian ka agad ako nito ng halik sa aking mga labi bago kinuha ang bag sa kamay ko at pinagbuksan ako ng pinto. I'm so sorry, Han. Ang kukulit naman kasi ng kambal sa bahay. Paghingi nito ng tawad. Why? What happened? I asked, but he just shook his head. Nothing. Let's go. May naghihintay sa atin sa bahay. He said. Hindi na rin naman ako nagtanong at sumunod na lamang rito. Pagod na rin kasi ang katawan ko para mangulit pa sa kanya. This past few weeks after that night, mas lalo lamang ako naging komportable ulit kay Lucas. It was just like bumalik ulit kami sa dati. Thank God, wala namang naging issue sa loob ng mga araw na yon up until now. He became more sweet also. Sino pa nga bang hindi mahuhulog sa kanya, di ba? Nothing really, just the kids. He replied, napatango na lang ako. Alright then, I decided to enter the car. Gusto ko sanang sabihin sa kanyang bibili kami kahit cake man lang for today's celebration for Valentine's Day. But I guess he did not remember what day was it that day. I let out a sigh that I guess caught his attention. Hey Han, what's wrong? I heard him ask. Nothing. Go on, nagugutom na rin kasi ako. Saad ko na lang kaya pinaandar na nito ang makina ng kotse. I guess he really did forget. We arrived home safely. Pinagbuksan niya ako ng pinto at sabay na kami naglalakad papasok ng bahay. Tahimik pa nga ang loob nang pumasok kami. At sabi ni Lucas ay nasa itaas na ang mga bata sa kwarto namin at nakatulog sa kakalaro. He also told me na sabay na kami magtungo sa itaas para na rin i-check ang kambal. Pero syempre dahil nga hindi ko maiwasang magtampo, pinauna ko na lang ito at sinabing iinom muna ako ng tubig. Pero makaraan ng ilang minuto ay sumunod na rin ako sa kwarto. I was expecting that the kids were actually asleep because Lucas told me earlier that they were playing inside here. Pero akala ko lang pala yon. As soon as I opened the door, darkness welcomed me. But when I stepped inside, I saw a light from the candle that Lucas actually was putting on the side table. Nasaan ang mga bata? They were in their bed. They're not asleep. They were actually wide awake, fully dressed while facing my direction. Daddy, Mom is here na po, Matt said, and when Lucas saw me, he was surprised. Oh Han, Happy Valentine's Day! Gulat nitong bate. Maya-maya pa'y napakamot ito ng ulo na para bang hindi yun ang plenano niya. Mabilis na pinagtatalo ng mga bata patungo sa akin. At inabutan ako ng tig-iisang pitas ng rosas at hinalikan ako. I almost cried. Napaka-sweet naman ng mga anak ko. Ilang saglit pa'y sumunod na si Lucas na lumapit sa akin. Hawak nitong isang bouquet ng pulang rosas at nakangiting inabot ito sa akin. Akala mo nakalimutan ko, no? He grinned and winked at me. I chuckled while my eyes were already teary, for I was overwhelmed by what they did. Naramdaman ko ang kamay ni Lucas sa aking bewang, kaya pinulupot ko na rin ang isang libreng kamay ko sa kanyang leeg para yakapin ito. Happy Valentine's Day, Han. He greeted for the second time. Happy Valentine's Day, Lucas. I replied. I love you. He whispered between our hugs. I smiled. I love you too. Malambing kong sagot dito at kalaunay kumala sa pagkakayakap nito. We stared at each other's eyes for seconds, And after that we sealed our lips with a kiss. Indeed, what a great Valentine's Day.